Hello, welcome to a random video of Song of Horror, the not Let's Play with Rambler. I am a little bit drunk. I've had 3 ciders tonight, and I wasn't going to do a video tonight simply because I've been working some overtime at work and I'm a little bit tired, and my mindset is to do a video on Sunday evening, this Sunday coming, at the time of this recording, simply because then I can either do Tales of Berseria and finish it, or carry on with Deponia, which I've been working off screen to do some of the puzzles, but not all of them from where we last recorded on that LP, but just enough to be able to get the momentum going and then have the time to try and work things out, you know, for the second half of the video blind-wise. But either way, I've been intrigued by this game for some time. The problem is that unfortunately my laptop is quite ancient now, and it doesn't have the hardware capacity to actually run it well. So unfortunately, I can't really do a full LP of this game, which is fine because we've got plenty to play on the channel already. But I'm fascinated by this game and its horror and its background and all that sort of stuff. When I say background, I just mean in terms of its themes and what it goes for. I haven't actually watched any LP footage of this game apart from the first probably 20 minutes. But other than that, I haven't watched much. So either way, it doesn't really matter. I'd love to do an LP of this, is what I'm trying to say, but I can't. I just haven't got the hardware capacity to do it. So, as a one-off, we're just going to have a look at the prelude and a little bit more of the game from that point until I can't be bothered anymore, or it's too difficult, or I just pass out from drinking too much. So, let's get on with it. New game. It is on the lowest settings, so the graphics and everything is going to be pretty poor. But that's all I can run with, sadly. So if you're watching this thinking, oh, he's going to have high graphics, I'm not. The frame rate's going to be awful and everything else, so do bear with. Well, if you've got a music box with black smoky stuff coming out of it, I'd say take it back to the shop you bought it from and ask for a refund. And if there's tentacles coming out of it, don't go anywhere near it. Just phone the government and ask for people to take it away from you. Or you could just burst in and shut it. If that works, great. We recommend using headphones and a controller for a more immersive experience. Well, I've done that game. I've got my new Xbox 360 controller, courtesy of my Patreon fans. Thank you so much. And I've got headphones on. Wow, look at the lighting's effect and how bad it is.
Home sweet home.
Yes, home sweet owned in a non-anti-aliasing, very low resolution setting. Sorry, Daniel, I do apologise. And also low frame rate. But like I said, this is the best I can do, so you'll have to put up with. Right, okay, we're controlling a man. There is a clock on the wall. It says 7:10. That is not the time I'm recording this by. There's a light bulb next to a switch. I can turn the light off. I'm so happy. There's also a picture frame. Those bring back some really good memories. What memories? We'll never know. My old flashlight. It saved me more than once in the great outdoors. Can I take it? Apparently not. It saved him, but not now. Apparently that's for a different time. Okay, fine. I'd like to turn the light back on, because if you're just coming back from work or a day out or what have you and you're back to your flat, you're going to want to put the light on. Man, the toilet drain stinks, as usual. Well then flush it! Flush the bloody toilet, son! Alright, fine, don't. See what I care. Can I go through that door? I can. Excellent, there's a cardboard box on top of a set of step ladders. My 80s vinyl collection. Maybe next month I'll be able to afford a shelf to put them in. Well, you've technically got a shelf there with the step ladders. How big is it? I mean, if it takes up one box, I can't imagine it being much of a collection, but I don't really collect vinyl, so I wouldn't know. Sophie. It's taken me years to put those pictures out again. Dude, that is a really bad resolution picture of your Sophie, whoever she is. I'm sorry, bro. My hardware can't handle it. What's this? Packed with random stuff. My apartment is definitely too small. Ah, well, it might be to you, but to me it's alright. It's quaint enough. It's just got poor resolution and lighting settings, but that's not your fault. Sebastian P. Husher, the historical fiction author. He sold 4 million copies of his last novel. Is that good? I don't know. I think in this day and age that probably is good, but I don't know if this is this day and age. In fact, it's September the 25th, 1998, so it's not. So for 1998, was that good? Don't know. I'm in for a fun ironing marathon this weekend. Well, good. I hope you win. I got this hat after seeing The Untouchables about 10 years ago. Don't think I've worn it once. Well, we've all done that, so that's okay. I don't know where to put them. I doubt they fit on top of the wardrobe. What is it? I can't tell because the settings are low. Whatever it is, just leave them there, mate. Makes things easier.
Oh, Mikey, seriously?
Well, I'm going to ignore that. I've just come back. I should answer the phone. Bugger off, there's a door I missed. Oh, God, alright. Fine, I'll answer the feckin' phone. Give me the thing. Is it just me, or have I got a proper biker's jacket on? I definitely have. And game?
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a major emergency going on here.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm recording this on low settings, my bad.
Friday evening, and there's an emergency?
I can't help it, I'm
This
poor.
is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
What's that got to do with
Don't
me?
screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday or send a courier for him.
Yeah,
just
do
answered
that.
the door less than 5 minutes ago.
Absolutely, I agree with him.
But I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour.
Who the fuck is Albert?
Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine.
That's a poor excuse.
Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
I
Whatever
want
you
a
want.
V8.
Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good God, that's out in the sticks.
Is it?
I plan to take a few days off after this.
Don't ask him for that, ask for a V8.
Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I
See what I
won't.
can
Fingers
do.
crossed behind my back.
I'll ring you up when I get back.
Thanks, Dan. You're saving my skin.
But Tom, sod off by now.
Another Friday evening and I'm working as an errand boy.
Well, that's your choice, bro. You should have stood up for yourself.
Over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves. Shit. Even I should be too important for that.
Well, again, you gotta stand up for yourself, man. Self-esteem, bro.
Complaints. Rising from my lot as a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement.
Well, when you look at it that way, I
So
suppose
it's going
maybe.
a bit better for the company. Or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner.
Hey, mate, I'm off it as well, mate. It's difficult.
Damn, Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place.
Well, you're being mindful, but don't beat yourself up about it, bro. Shit happens. You're getting over it. You're doing your bit.
Bloody alcoholic. Chin up, you. That is Daniel Neuer, the bloody ex-alcoholic. after all.
Absolutely, bro.
Wake Publishers employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening. Even Friday evenings.
Hey, if you're not
But
if you don't go back off the
I
wagon,
think
or
my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star.
that is true. You could think that way, but you better stand up for yourself and make
Cross
sure
our
you.
fingers and hope he's...
But there's that, but also make sure that if he is home and you get your shit sorted, that you get credit for it. And if you are staying off the booze, fair play to you, bud. It's bloody hard. The Husser Mansion is home to writer Sebastian P. Husher, his wife Catherine, their 2 children Julie and Saul, and their housekeepers Alexander and Masha. Well, that's very specific information that I'll probably forget. Characters with high stealth will draw less attention, which means they will generally face fewer threats. Again, that is information that is important that I'll probably forget. Probably because we won't get that far in the game. Examine the objects around you will give you practical information as well as an inside look into your character's personality. Well, I don't fucking know about that. I don't care. By the way, that is a Volkswagen's Golf game. Don't hide that from me. Oh, I'm so sorry for the frame rate. Like I said, my laptop just can't handle it. I do apologise. Oh, wow. It's like, I can't do it, Neo. It's just too awesome a game. A Friday like any other. Well, it's Friday night, actually, as I record this. I think. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's the cider. Right, okay. Well, we'll just... Look at the background graphics because of low settings. That is some poor ass shit. I'm so sorry. A tricycle. I didn't know Husher had kids. It just said in the blurb, but you're not paying attention, you twat. Wow. Again, I'm very sorry. Poor graphics. What's that? Why take this side door when I can take the main one over there? Oh, right there. Well, I don't know. I'll go and take it. I just want to explore and get as much of the game as possible. Oh, it's dogs barking. I've got dogs. They do that. I don't like it when they do that. I have to tell them off. But it's not their fault because they're dogs. They're just trying to protect me. A newspaper. The murderer they arrested about a week ago is on the front page. What murderer? Why is he on the front page? Apart from the fact he was arrested. Don't tell me about it.
Hello? Is that music?
I have no idea. Could be the game. Could be...
Take a look.
But why? Just go home, bro. Oh, get your torch out. Oh, you brought your flashlight then, the one that saved your skin on the outdoors. Each character has their own light source. To turn it off and on, press RT, or the R stick. Once it's on, you can choose the direction in which you want to point the light on. To do so, use the R stick. This will allow you to illuminate specific areas, and also help you interact with objects that might not be right in front of your character. The light source will never run out. Use it as much as you need. Well, that's actually good, because the amount of horror games I've played where the flashlight runs out, that's good to know. Oh, I've got to hold on to the A button. Okay, fine.
Is that someone playing a music box?
I don't know, Daniel. I just don't give a toss, to be honest with you. They look like travel guides. Well, are they or are they not? Looking like one doesn't mean that they are. The clock marks 12. Guess it needs fixing. I wouldn't know. It's very low res, and when I saw it, it was so dark I couldn't tell. That's a lot of clothes. Is there anyone home? You just said he might have children, so probably. The alarm seems disabled. Much better if it goes off. I have a lot of explaining to do. Well, whatevers. Ooh, I can go through here. Into a downstairs bathroom. Well, that is fancy. I can look in the mirror. Or I could go out, but I meant to do that. As in, I didn't get back in the flipping bathroom, Daniel. Don't be such a prick. Right, here we go. I'm much better since I stopped drinking. Maybe I should ask Sophie out. Oh, focus, Daniel. Never ask the ex out, mate. If you've been divorced or if they've divorced you, as hard as it is, mate, let it go. You can get another girl. It will happen. Just let it go, man. You had good memories, don't ruin it. If you want to stay friends, that's cool. But don't try and rekindle it. Most of the time it just won't happen. I'm not saying you shouldn't try, but it's generally a no-no. Husher is in a lot of these framed pictures. The rest must be family, I guess. Well, there you go. See, that explains the clothes. It's not that hard to figure things out, Daniel. Those paintings are depressing. I never put them up in my place. I don't know, I can't even tell what they are because of the low resolution. They look grayscale. Looks like a train? That's a train! What's depressing about a train? Come on, Daniel. Oh, what's that on the floor? I want to interact with... Right, oh, I have to actually highlight the light. That sucks. That's weird. What are all the suitcases doing here? I don't know, maybe he's going to leave. I'll think of that. Maybe he's going on holiday. We're just rooting through his home and he's upstairs trying to choose what underpants to wear. I mean, Jesus. I'm just snooping at a matchbox. Can't think of any reasons to burn the house down yet. Yeah, because of course when I see a matchbox, that's the first thing I think of. Ooh, am I going to burn the house down? Instead of, I don't know, light a cigarette, I'd probably do that. That's what most matches are used for. Maybe light an oven if you've got a gas oven, or a fire if you've got a wood-burning stove. They're all covered in dust. This place hasn't been cleaned in days. Oh, well, maybe they just... My room hasn't been cleaned for a long time. I mean, it is clean. I'm not going to say it's mucky or anything, but I do need to give it a good dusting, admittedly. I really do, actually, thinking about it. No, fair play, Daniel. I need to give my room a dusting. That is a good point. I'm sorry, Daniel. I didn't mean to snub you on that. I mean, to be fair, when he said, oh, there's a music box playing, I mean, as a player, you think, well, maybe the music is background music to the game. So it's a bit, sort of like, straight away, it's like, is that a music box playing? You're like, well, it might be, but it could just be the game developer saying, this is the music you've got to hear during the scenario. Oh well. Anyway, decorative fruit, the expensive porcelain kind. I guess they don't want anyone to think they're poor. Is that what we have to do if we're poor people to make it out that we're not poor?
Something on that doorknob.
It's by decorative fruit. Or put things on the doorknob. That's another way of doing it. Even though you can't tell because it's bloody black as crap. That is a dark envelope. You have found an examinable item. Expected to gain information by pressing A. To examine the backside, use the R. Well, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm not that way inclined. You can access your inventory and collected documents at any time by pressing the LB or RB button. Okay. First letter from Isaac Farber. A letter from Husher, found by Daniel in the author's mansion. Post stamped on August 1st, 1998. Dear Sebastian, how are you? To be completely honest, I must admit that we are all impatiently waiting your latest work. My dear friend, I must ask a favour of you. Enclosed with this letter you will find one of the latest items we have purchased at the store. An ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else has caught my eye. Or perhaps I should say ear. The melody, Sebastian, it's peculiar. You have to listen to it for yourself. I've never heard the song before, and my attempts at finding the score, or the name of the composer, have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. Interesting. Right, back in a sec. Right, yes, sorry about that. Right, anyway, carrying on. So, interesting. That's exactly what I said. Thank you for that, Daniel. You have the same mindset as I do. Right, we've had a look at the fruit, which is fine. What's in here? Books and plates in the same cabinet? How much order there? I don't know. There could be. This table is set but covered in dust. Where is everybody? I don't know, Daniel. I really don't know. Family portraits, I guess. They look old. Sure they do. That's what a portrait's all about. The mirror's dirty. Well, most mirrors are, I guess. Right, anyway. Let's go through here. Interesting.
What the? How can there be a door there?
What? Where? There? Well, why can't there be a door there? That's not my problem. This radio has to be older than me. And are those rifles real? I don't know, probably. Music's got very sinister all of a sudden. Wow, this guy likes to hunt. Sophie would have a fit if she saw this. Was she a vegan? In which case, well, maybe she would. Oh, what's that say? There's stuff lying all over the place. It reminds me of my college dorm. It's very specific. There's a newspaper there on the sofa, but apparently that's not worth looking at, so whatever, I guess. There's a classical musical album on the record player. Well, I'm not going to investigate the door that's not supposed to be there just yet. Let's just make sure I've checked everything else beforehand. Let's go through here. Nice big swanky drawing room, I imagine is what they would call this. A chessboard. Really suits the highbrow feel of this house. Does it? I mean, I have a chessboard. My house isn't highbrow. What a beauty. I sound like an angel. We'll play it then, find out. I think it needs tuning. It's been ages since I heard someone play. Alright, well, at least we've solved that mystery then, anyway. It's a very intriguing house. Oh, Daniel, just go down the steps, Daniel, for God's sake, man. I know the game's glitchy and frame rate is awful. You're just going to have to bear with. What's that? This plant is barely alive, if at all. When was the last time they watered it? Again, Daniel, I guess is as good as mine. History and art magazines. I've got nothing against them, but I bet they bore me to death. Well, I suppose I can sympathise with that, mate. I mean, I do like history and art, but not that much. The deer's head is almost as big as I am. Well, deers, I guess, can be that big. Maybe. All of these books are written by Husher. They must be first editions. Well, yeah, I suppose you've got to have some sort of asset in your house to, you know, in case anything goes wrong, I guess. With so many people in the house, it's no wonder no one ever answered Etienne's calls. Well, that's the mystery, Daniel. That's why we're here. I just want to make sure I've just checked this bit over here. I don't think I did. If I did, I apologise. Look at all these bottles, and to think they almost ruined my life. Oh, again, I'll empathise, Daniel. Intriguing. Ooh, what's that say? A respectable amount of books. Not just a large amount of books, but a respectable amount. Danny would know, wouldn't he? I wonder who this is. Sigmund Freud, probably. Everybody has a bust of him in these sorts of houses. History fiction. Fun to read, though I prefer the newspaper. Really? Well, the newspapers these days, well, few and far between. A camera, or rather a fake camera. Why would you have the fake camera in a bookcase? Answers on a postcard. If I break that, my grandsons will finish paying it off. Well, there you go. We'll break it then. Like, does it matter, Daniel? Do you have grandsons? And if you don't, will you? This is very intriguing, by the way. Mostly noir and police thrillers. Now, these I like. I see you want to be a detective, do you, Daniel? What are you doing detective work now? So you're living the dream. Grammar and reference books. I guess he's come in handy when Husher is writing. Very true. Books, books, and more books. You're getting bored now, aren't you, Daniel? You want to see that door, don't you? Japanese swords. Anything from that country is popular now, thanks to those stupid cartoons. What, anime? Don't call anime stupid, Daniel. I mean, I will admit some of it is stupid. In fact, quite a lot of it is stupid, but it's a fun sort of stupid. But some of them are very poignant and very, very good. It looks like this drawer is jammed shut. It's open, Daniel. You can see it's open. Daniel, it's not jammed shut. It's open! Open the fucking... Look, there's some cigarettes there on the bloody desk. I want to grab one of those and smoke one now. Just give me the fucking cig... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Man, this guy is even messier than I am. That's not messy, Daniel. That's called an organised mess. Which means he's organised. Oh, well, whatever. I'm putting it off. Let's go to this door, then. I just wanted to make sure I explored as much of this place as possible. Hey, if you think I'm going slowly, by the way, I don't think I can run at this point. But I don't know. Right, okay, let's make our way to where we need to go. Have I been everywhere? Right, this is this bit. What's in that other door, by the way? Just want to double check. Maybe I did go through that other door, but I just want to make sure. Oh, we didn't go upstairs! That's a thought. I'll go upstairs.
No, the music isn't coming from upstairs.
Daniel, that doesn't mean you can't not go and investigate upstairs. That's just a load of baloney. Daniel, the song seems to be coming from this floor, maybe down below. Daniel, just go up. Okay, Daniel, we'll play it your way. Oh, I've been in here, haven't I? Yeah, that's where the matchsticks was and all that sort of stuff. Which leads us back here. Alright, fine. I think we've looked everywhere we can. Let's go to this door then. I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we go to this door. That shouldn't be there for whatever reason. I mean, I will admit, it looks like a very shady door. Okay, Daniel, when you can see crosses being engraved on the wall there, scratched away, I really would not go through that door. Daniel, that you've just done the #1 thing you should not do. Be just asking for trouble.
Hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me.
Doors do
When
that.
I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore, and all that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall.
Could just be
I
mold.
searched, I despaired. And I screamed until my throat began to burn.
Did you go to the wall where the door was and bash it down?
As did the batteries in my torch. From
There were
within
candles?
the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by until turning into days. I
Okay.
began to fall in and out of a restless sleep.
Well, if you're sleeping on a wooden floor,
I would
that is
hear
uncomfortable.
voices, sometimes right next to me, other times a few yards away.
That's me! Hi, I'm Near Rambler.
They were coming from the other side of the wall.
The fourth wall.
Desperate cries, howling in horror.
That is some creepy imagery.
Sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once.
Well, silence does that.
Nobody there. Just
Well, there wouldn't be. It's silence.
hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box.
Well, how do you know it was a music box? Did you find it?
Impossible place. I wondered if I was going to die there.
Again, did you go to the wall where the door was and kick it down? Like, would you not just start bashing it or finding something to start, trying to chip away for it or anything like that? Apparently not. Daniel went insane instead.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile phone?
No, I don't think so. And if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
You should have done that before instead of sending
Client?
Daniel, you lazy
Yeah.
sod.
I sent Daniel over there on Friday, and I haven't heard from him since.
What's the address? I'm going to stop by Daniel's place, and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
The house on the outskirts of town, on Highway EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
You
Okay,
can't miss it.
I'm headed over. Call me if you find him.
Of course. Same to you.
The Husher Mansion is a large 19th century colonial house property of Sebastian P. Husher, acclaimed professor and historical fiction author. How do you be a historical fiction author? Do you just write fiction within a historical context? Explore your surroundings thoroughly. The clue you need to make progress is usually close at hand. Right, now at this point in the game, you can select a character to play as, and notice that there are stats on the left side. So we can play as Sophie van den Ent, I think that's how you pronounce it, and that is the ex-wife of Daniel. You mentioned it when we were playing as him. Or you can play as Etienne Bertrand, who is the guy who sent him to Husher's house. Or you can play as this man, Alexander Laskin. I have no idea who he is. I don't really care. Or you can play as Alina Ramos. Again, some woman. I don't know who she is. I don't care either. I'm sure she's pretty cool. So, Sophie, age 40. Light source, candle. Life has put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through. It was thanks to this resilience that she summoned the strength to put an end to a failing marriage with Daniel. Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has always longed for. Well, good for you, Sophie. So apparently she's got some speed, some strength, some stealth, not much strength, but serenity, whatever that means. And she carries scented candles. Okay. Etienne is 45. Light source is a lighter. He's a confident, self-made man, in sales manager at Wake Publishing, making him Daniel's direct supervisor. In his role as personal assistant, Daniel has become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is slowly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of each other. That's what Daniel said. Developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them like to admit. Again, it's not what Daniel said. He has a note folder, apparently. Alexander Laskin. Alexander and his wife Masha are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Husher's mansion. They did mention that, didn't they? Watching over the author's children is one of their many household duties. A Russian couple of Christian faith moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past. Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks out. So he's one of the housekeepers then. That's interesting. Rubbish serenity, but very good strength and stealth. And then Alina. She's a passionate, hands-down type of learner. Always eager to get her hands dirty at work. Ooh, Alina. Don't say that because I'll get excited. Happy and energetic, she's travelled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now, working as an electrical technician at Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients. She has a walkie-talkie which doesn't work very well. Interesting. Okay, well, for this video, we're going to play as Sophie because, I don't know, being Daniel's ex-wife and she wants to check on Daniel, kind of makes sense from a story's perspective to do that. At least, from my perspective. Your light source will never run out, so use it as much as you need. So, Daniel had a torch which would last a long time. Batteries will run out eventually, but it'll last longer than, say, a candle or a lighter. You know what they say, better to be safe than sorry. That's true. They do say that, and that is a very, very important statement. Well, bear that in mind. Don't forget to read both sides of a document. Sometimes you'll find useful information on the back. I will do that, game, for the amount of time I spend with you, if there's anything to do of that nature. His wife, Catherine, 2 children, Julie Soul, and housekeepers Alexandra and Masha. We have mentioned that. September 28th, 1998. This is not ominous in the slightest. Everything is normal. And yes, she actually carries a candle with her. Sophie, it's 1998. It's called Get a Torch. Seriously, Sophie. I mean, you did say you had scented candles. Admittedly, scented candles would be a nice smell. And if you're going into an old mansion, it's going to smell a bit musty, dusty. Yeah, scented candle might make it a bit more bearable, but Sophie, come in the daytime. Or get a torch. And take an air freshener with you. For God's sake, woman. Oh look, there's a van. It's a transit. See, it knows what it's doing. The tricycle is wet and beginning to rust. Must have been here for days. Well, after a few days? Rust that quickly? I could take that back to the shops and get a refund. It's totally jammed. Probably hasn't been open for years. Again, maybe it's been a few days since it rusted, in which case I'd take the gate back to the manufacturer or shop I bought it from. Oh well, whatevers. Alright, well, we're back at the mansion again.
Yes.
The newspaper's been through a storm. I can hardly read a word. Doesn't look like it has been. It's got prints on it. I'm sure you could read it, but you're just going to be lazy. Fine, whatevers. We'll just go back into the mansion at night. Number 1, the Husher Mansion. In low frame rate, low graphics settings. The scary settings.
Is there anybody home?
Well, I suppose it's logical to shout out. And hearing the silence, maybe not. But you never know. In a horror setting, that could mean nothing. Books in the foyer? You won't find me complaining. Why not? Is that a good thing? This clock is turn of the century. Just lovely that the time isn't set properly. Okay, well, I guess you like that sort of thing. That's fine. Coat's hung up. Somebody must be home then. Good observation.
Huh.
Burglar alarm. How modern. A moat with crocodiles would be all fitting in this house. Sophie, your sassy comments are not going to help in this current situation at this moment in time. But then again, I suppose you're entitled to it since you carry a candle with you, but whatevers. Dusty note. A note found in the mansion entrance written by Catherine, Husher's wife, on September the 4th. My dear eccentric husband. Huh? I left your key in the top drawer of your bureau in the library. Children have been very nervous lately. You talk about this as soon as you get back, and I don't want them playing with it. Okay. What spouse refers to their husband as eccentric? Oh well. Old photos of family trips and such. Oh, family trips and such. My apologies, I misread that. The Death Marches by Carla Shlomo. It was inspired by the prisoner transfers which took place in World War II. I wouldn't put it up in my home. Well, that's fair enough. You've got taste, Sophie. Is that the music box, by the way? There's music in the background. I guess we'll never know. A pile of suitcases seems a bit much even for a long journey, but I don't think they're moving either. Drunken. I like the atmosphere, by the way. Very spooky. Now, can I go up the stairs? I can go up the... Oh.
I should take a look on this floor first.
My God! Why is everybody against going up the stairs? Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. I'll stick to this area. Oh, what was I saying? I better look on the ground floor first. Oh, okay, I thought that was referring to the painting. Fine. Okay, well, we'll go through here then. It is very dark, by the way. I mean, admittedly, like I said, I've got on the lowest settings, but it does make it kind of creepy. Good music with good wine in other circumstances. Yes, but what? Put the music on! Put the record on. Drink a bit of wine! So you can just explain to the owner, oh, sorry, I didn't think anybody was home. I'm looking for my ex-husband. He's gone missing. Do you know where he is? Do you want a wine? Pay for it later. The carving on the chess pieces is exquisite. Well, that's fine. Well, there you go. Ask the owner for a chess game and say, if I win the chess game, I don't have to buy him more wine. If I lose, I'll buy 2 bottles. Easy. It's been years since I've seen one of these telephones, since we sold up my parents' old house. Context? Nope. Okay. Novels written by Husher. I don't consider myself a fan, but I admit his books are addictive. Okay.
Yeah.
I never understood why people have to murder defenseless animals for sport. Maybe they weren't defenseless, Sophie. Maybe they weren't. There's soot all over. Perhaps I could get it to light somehow. Do I need to do that? I mean, you've got a candle. Use candle. Okay, fine. We won't use candle then. That would make sense to me, but apparently not to Sophie. She wants to spare her candle. It is an unlimited light source. History magazines. I actually subscribe to some of these. Which ones are they? I might want to subscribe to them. It might be good. A wilted plant. Sometimes happens to mine when I have a lot going on at the gallery. Hire a housekeeper to water them for you. I'm sure you can afford it if you have an art gallery. I mean, I know I'm being a bit presumptuous there, but surely if you've got an art gallery, you've got a bit of capital behind you. Oh well, what do I know? Did I have a look at this over here? Seeing so many bottles in one place reminds me of Daniel and unpleasant times. Perhaps you should have joined him, Sophie. An upright piano. I played one just like it as a girl. I should take up the piano again sometime. Well, if you survive this horrible thing, then maybe you should. But until then, let's keep exploring. Again, it's very dark in here. Again, due to probably the low settings, but I just think that makes it more creepier. I must admit, I could spend weeks on end in this library. Well, help yourself. We've got weeks. Historical novels like those authored by Husher. It's cheap entertainment, but devilishly addictive. Does he write erotic stuff? Lovely camera. Oh, it's only a replica. Oh, even she could spot it. Dude, Husher, you're going to have to get that sorted. A world globe from the 18th century. Husher must deal with some very choice collectors. The ones who like fake replica stuff. I know the type. What's going on over here then? Macabre tales, noir novels, and oh, Psycho by Robert Bloch. Enchanting. Oh, I love serial killers who dress up like their mum. Spoilers. I mean, alcoholics. Puh, can't do with them at all. But serial killers, well, oh, that gets my coatie up. It makes me drink cold tea at least. Anyway, right. Anyway, carrying on. Dictionaries, atlases, and manuals in a variety of languages. It looks like Husher does his research before writing. That's fair enough. He's being very thorough. I can hardly resist the temptation to take one of them. Well, help yourself. Oh, right, don't then. Japanese swords. Both look authentic. I could even imagine them as museum pieces. Ooh, don't get ideas. Oh, I see a key in the drawer, but it's jammed. I've got to lubricate it somehow. Oh, Sophie, don't get me started. What's that? Alright, well, at least we know we have to do that then. Again, there are ways that Sophie could do it, but let's give her some dignity, shall we? What was I saying? An Olivetti, sorry, from the 1940s. Husher is old-fashioned even when it comes to his work. It is quite lovely. Well, again, fair enough. I mean, you've got retro style or taste, that's nothing wrong with that. Right, so we've got a fireplace to light up for whatever reason, and a traditional adventure-style drawer that we need to lubricate to open up. That is fair enough. Is there any means? There means like we could like turn the lights on. Does he not have electricity on here? Porcelain fruit, candlesticks, an English tea set, all very old and dusty. Look, English stuff isn't always dusty, okay? Even the upper class know that. Dishes and books in the same little cupboard. Odd way of arranging things. Yeah, I will admit that is odd. Table is set for 4, but they never appear to have eaten their meal. Well, I'm sure there was a reason for that. Maybe the takeaway man never turned up on time. All family photos in black and white.
Yes.
I can't see anything. It's covered in filth. Well, that's probably for the best. Let's see if anything else going on. Yeah, no, nothing else. Okay. Let's go through here then. Locked shut. That wasn't locked when we were Daniel. Why is that now locked? Okay. Inventory. Personal item. Users left 3. Sophie always said that the scent of these candles must make her feel more at peace. Safer. Right. Okay, well, I'm not going to use them just yet. Dusty notes. Right, okay, so that's referring to the key that we've just found, but it's jammed. We've got to lubricate it. So what can we use to lubricate it then? Must be something we can pick up then. So obviously it's like a sort of tutorial thing whereby you're like, oh, you must find something to lubricate. That's fine. I just want to know what I can use it with. Ah, maybe in here, because we didn't go through this door, did we? At least it's Sophie anyway. The matches? Ah, we can pick up the matches in order to light the fireplace. Type 90! That's a Chinese thing, isn't it?
Huh.
There are plenty of matches left.
Nope.
Okay, I can use it in the inventory then. Okay, well that's good then. That's a bit of an odd way to put it in the inventory, but I'll take it. A delicate, quite elegant dinner service, but covered with dust. Everything's covered in dust. That's necessarily a bad thing. Perhaps then by lighting the fireplace we will discover something lubricationary. I think that is the only thing we can do. So let's go and light a fireplace with matches. Not like we couldn't do it with a candle! But I shall digress. Come on, Soph. Let's stradaddle our way through here and go to the fireplace. Alright, okie dokes then. So, how do I've got to highlight it. Oh, I've got to use the X button. Hang on. What's X? It's the blue button. Aha! First I need something to get it lit. There's a matchbox! There's the matchbox! What? Right. Sophie, we're going to have words here. Right? You have a matchbox. Okay? A matchbox. I'll achieve nothing. Sophie, you have... Okay. It's fine. Look closely. There are plenty of matches left. Good! You should light the match. Okay, maybe we have to combine it then. Maybe that's where we're going wrong. So, combine. What's the white button? That is this one. I'm pressing... What? Okay. Use the scented candle then. Okay. We've used the scented candle, but I can't use the matches. Okay, it says we have to have something to get it lit. Okay, maybe the dusty note then. Perhaps I'm thinking too linearly. Perhaps we need the dusty note then. Hang on. Can I use that as kindling? Apparently not. Okay, so that lighting it up with the match doesn't work then. Okay, we're gonna have to play this game then. Can we use the flower then? Perhaps we can use the flower. Apparently not. Right. Okay. Alright, well, look, I'm not gonna get worked up over it. I've put a center candle down. I'm guessing that makes me feel safe, but I shouldn't have wasted that. But you know what? I know what I'm doing. So we've got to get this key. We need to lubricate it, but we haven't got anything to lubricate it with. Can I now search? Maybe I can go up the stairs. I would fit under that table quite easily where I need of hiding. Okay, look, that's great. Maybe we'll have to do it eventually, but I need something to light the fireplace with. And I've got a candle. Oh, wait, there's a door. I didn't notice this door here. Ooh, sorry, Daniel. Oh, I didn't notice the kitchen. Daniel, I'm so sorry. I completely missed that door. Fresh fruit, though the apples are beginning to rot. That's not fresh then, is it? They appear to be old cookbooks. As far as I can tell, they're written in Russian. Okay. A metal ring. A ring made of iron. Nothing unusual. Just have a look around. Look at this. There are signs of breakage here. The bottom half of a broken key. Looking at the broken part, I say this is half of a key. Ah. Fair enough. So we've got broken key then. Well, that's fair enough. There's still some coffee left in the pot. I would have a cup now. Water came from under the sink. And there's a wire right there. Okay, so that would imply we do not... Oh, we can interact with it apparently. Okay. Not sure why we'd want to do that, but I guess there's a reason for it. Right, what's here? Well, that's not creepy. Drawing by Soul. Oh, can I rotate it? I can. What's it say? Oh, Soul, age 7. Okay. Let's have a look at this picture then. Yeah, hang on, I'll turn it the right way up. There we go. So, I'm guessing he's in bed because it's the bedroom and a lot of dark things with hands trying to claw at him. Drawing by Roger Hush's youngest child. Well, I'm trying to read it, but apparently there was nothing to read. Okay. Well, so you have a very active imagination. Souvenirs and a list of errands. The date has expired on some of those. Okay. I'm a bit perturbed. I've already seen the cookbooks. There's 2 more doors here. Anything else I could use or interact with? Nope. Okay! Guess we're not going to have a sandwich or anything then. Right, we're going to go this way then. What is in here? Oh, the game did a loady thing. I'm guessing evils are coming. Preserves cereal, a wide range of non-perishable foods. Okay. Preserves and dog food, no fresh food though. Well, I guess I just don't believe in it. Ah, oil can, rustic can of motor. Oh, it makes slurpy noises when you move it up and down. That's cool. The tin is greasy to the touch and almost completely full of oil. Alright, sweet. Well, that will definitely light the fireplace up. Well, that's that problem solved then. I never came to the kitchen. I can't believe I missed that door. Again, I'm drunk on cider, so admittedly that will affect things. But then again, having said that... Uh-oh. What was that noise? You better take a look before you got back out. Press your ear against the door, walk up to it. When you see the listen icon, press and hold the Y button. Okay. While you're listening, pay attention to the sounds that come from the other side.
What was that?
I don't know. I guess we better go listen then. Using your map, it seems like the coast is clear. From now on, you can listen to what's happening on the other side of unexamined doors. Sometimes you might have the chance to do it with other doors as well. Pay attention to the icons when you're near one. Use your map to find your way around. It records every single place you've explored so far. To open it, press the L stick. Well, it'll be constantly updated with relevant information. Don't forget to check it out once in a while. Okay.
I didn't hear anything in there.
Well, that's a good thing. So where are we currently then? We're currently in the kitchen. Okay. Intriguing. Well, I'm not worried for now, so let's just move on, shall we? Can we go through? Oh, no, wait! Oh, I need a key to open it. Oh, well, that's fair enough. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I should press Y on all the doors, shouldn't I? Okay. Oh, there's nothing coming from that door. Okay, cool. Right, well, creepy jump scare aside then, let's crack on, shall we? Whatever entity or creatures of evil we shall discover, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. In the meantime, let's get out of here then. Let's go and set this fireplace on fire. Ooh, wait a minute. Oil. We could use that to lubricate. Oil's a lubricant, isn't it? Ah. Humperdinck. Wait, can I examine the door? No, I can't. I can only examine doors that I haven't gone through yet. Okay. I'm not sure why that makes sense, but it is what it is. Right, well, let's see then if I can use the fireplace then. Okay, bottom half of the key. Can I use that then? If I hope to light the fireplace, I need some sort of fuel. I have fuel! Oil is fuel! Okay, fine. I guess oil technically isn't a fuel, it's a long hydrocarbon, in which case it doesn't burn readily. I will go with that logic then, game, and that way then I shall use the oil to lubricate the drawer. If that doesn't work, I give up. Okay, here we go. So, drawer. Oil. Yes, finally. That oil worked like a charm. Good, I'm glad it did. We've got the master key. Looks like an old key. It was in the jam drawer of the library. Okay, is there anything to it? These keys will usually open more than one door. Okay. Intriguing. So we have the key then. That's good to know. What is it? There's a folder in the drawer. Wonder what's in it. Yeah, I was going to say, why would you not have taken that out at the same time as the key? Oh, whatever. A piece of a collectible. A reddish folder containing a bunch of papers. Okay, is there some mark on the top left there? No, apparently not. Okay, can I open it? I mean, it says it's a piece of a collectible, that's fine, but can I not open the folder? It's a haiku folder. I can't even use it either. Where's it got? Why's it got a first aid sign on it? Oh, whatever's. I have no idea. I'm sure it'll be explained later, as in probably not in this video, because this is a one-off. Or it could be an LP if you're intrigued by it, if you don't mind the crappy graphics and the terrible frame rate. But I won't push it. Ooh. Oh! Oh, well, that wasn't what I was going to go ooh at. What I was going to go ooh at was the,
Should I answer?
I'm in a stranger's house. Yeah, go on then, why not? Let's get some spooks. Hello? Stranger in a house
Hello?
I shouldn't be in.
Sorry, who is this?
That's the response I would have.
I can't understand you.
We can't leave my room.
What the?
Oh, well, bad news for you.
Sounded like a child. Is he in the house?
I didn't even know it was a he. I personally would have thought it was a she, but you know, that's just me being sexist. We can't leave my room. Well, that's unfortunate. Actually, wait. Okay, let's see if the key will work here first, because if not, I'm going to go into the kitchen. Oh, I think it can. Key fits the lock. Okay, well, before I go in now, I would like to go in... What the hell was that? Okay. I must admit, that got me a little bit there. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever that was, that just freaked me out a bit. But, let's press on. Let's go to the kitchen. Alright, let's see if this key fits this door then. Let's have a look. Key. Oh, I can listen to it. Let's listen to the door again. Can't hear anything. Well, I can hear some, like, it sounds like somebody's standing on the spot and just turning slightly with their foot. That's fine. Whatever. Let's just do it. Oops. Ah, it's open. Let's go have a look. Don't know what's in here. Let's have a look-see. I used to climb into empty waters like this playing hide and seek as a girl. Well, do it now. I would. Hang on. Trying to... something to interact with... Oh no. I thought it was interacting at the base of the cupboard, but it's not. It's this lantern. A bunch of items piled up any which way. It's possible to get through. Okay. Take your word for it. Ah, some kindling. A small pile of logs. Perfect. I'll take them. They probably chopped it by hand. I thought they just got it from the garden. I wouldn't have chopped that by hand. I know. I've chopped my dad's chopped wood anyway. I've watched him do it. I'll achieve nothing this way. What do you mean? You've just picked up some wood to use a fireplace. That's an achievement, isn't it? Oh dear. There's some dead birds there. Dead little birdies. Were they left to die of thirst? What a monstrosity. Well, considering shit's going down in this house, Sophie, I think there might be a little bit of leniency here. I'll just say it. Oh, I love the lighting, by the way. Even on low settings, the lighting is very clever with this candle and the shadows and all that. That's sweet. This game reminds me a lot of like Heavy Rain and Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy, depending on where you're at. That was kind of cool. I mean, I like those games. I mean, Indigo Prophecy I didn't like as much because I loved the beginning of it. The first half of that game was amazing. When I played that back in the day on the PS2, that was a great game. But then after halfway, it went a bit insane and it wasn't as good. Whereas Heavy Rain, though, which was like not really a successor, but it was the next game made by the same developer, that was awesome. I really enjoyed Heavy Rain. I guess some people criticised the fact that there was only like a singular story, if not to spoil it or anything. But I kind of liked that. I mean, I thought it was good. Oh well. Anyway, point being is that Heavy Rain was very good. I enjoyed that. The next one after that, which I think was Beyond Two Souls, that wasn't as good. But that's only because the story was a bit weird. Okay, we've got some kindling in there. And then now, have I got any oil? No, I've used that. Right, can I use the matches? I'd reckon I used all the matches before managing to light a fire. Fucking so fussy. Okay, fine. Fine, Sophie, be that way. I already started to get the impression this game's got a bit of linearity to it, which is fine. But I thought this game... Uh-oh. Okay, she went, huh? And her heartbeat went up then. Oh well, whatever. Point being is, I thought this game had a bit more, like, unlinearity to it. But I guess that's just me. Oh, the door's not there, and there's a photo frame. A record player with the... Alright, music. With a piece by Vivaldi ready to play. I'm more of a Chopin or Chopin lover myself, but this isn't the worst choice. We'll put it on then. Put it on! Nope, we'll just have horrible music instead. Whatevers. The smell of tobacco, skulls, weapons on the wall. I suppose this is why the room feels so dreary to me. Yes, as opposed to the creepy atmosphere. Skulls on the wall. Oh no, I've said that before. Oh, have we? Skulls on the wall. It said that a husher is old-fashioned, but this is sheer barbarianism. I'm sure it is, Sophie. I'm sure it is. Right, well, let's go and do this then. Julie and Sol's notes. A scribbled piece of paper from the smoking room in the Husher's mansion. I saw it at the door yesterday. As I was walking by the dining room, I suddenly heard the music from Daddy's music box. When I went in, I saw the door. I went running to tell Mummy, but when we came back, it was gone. She scolded me for making things up. It's not fair. I was telling the truth. There was an old door here, different from the rest. It even had a key in the keyhole. If I see it again, I'll go inside and leave the door open. That way Mummy will believe me. Sol. I saw the weird door Julia said. The one that wasn't there before. Oh. Mummy was very angry and kept yelling at Julia. The door is scary. I will hide the key in the doll house, and I will hide the 5 dolls too, even if they get mad at me, and I'll bring them out when Mummy and Julia forget about the door. One will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner for her. Another one will read while her mum takes a shower. The ugly one will watch the door so nobody comes in. That's 3 dolls, if you're referring to that. What the devil? Ah, that's some weird ass shit. Okay. Well, oh, I can put my candle on and off. Oh, I see. Maybe to not attract attention. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Now, I want to have a quick look. Anything on the back? Yeah, there's something up. I want to have a quick look at this note here. Is there anything else on the back of it? No, there wasn't. Okay, just wanted to double check. Right. So, what now? Okay, so I can't use that. Bottom half of the key. Can I combine that with the bottom half of the key? Nope, I have to combine it with something I know of. Okay, fair enough. There's something on the table there. What's that? It's a screwdriver. A flathead screwdriver. Looks like it's seen better days.
Huh.
With this in my hand, I could pass for Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct if I were blonde. I was a hot film. Even if it was a bit trashy, it was a hot film. First one, anyway. Interesting. Okay. So we've got that then. Its table is an utter mess. Cigarettes, books, glasses are strewn in it all about. Right, so... Okay, so now we've got a mention of dolls. Can we go upstairs now? I want to go upstairs. We're going to have to, aren't we? Because at the end of the day, where are you going to keep dolls in a dollhouse? It's going to be upstairs, isn't it? Uh-oh. What's wrong with that door?
Daniel, is that you?
Probably not, Sophie. Oh, shit. Oh! That's not good. Okay, I need to keep tapping the A button. The door. Pushing and blocking. Something is trying to get in. Oh, you don't say. Make sure that door does not open. To gather your strength, repeatedly press the A button. Once you feel strong enough to push and block the door, press RT. Waiting for maximum strength is effective, but risky. You decide when to push the door, but be extra careful. No matter what happens, make sure you keep it shut. Okay, dokie, Chief. This is very stressful, by the way. This is not really scary, it's just stressful. Okay, done it. Okay, that was stressful more than scary. Oh, I got an achievement. Hold the door. Luckily you made it this time. You're safe for now, but don't let your guard down. Whatever that was, it could still be lurking in the shadows. Certain events will give you the chance to put your ear to the door in rooms you've already visited. Just remember to be extra careful, it might save your life. Okay.
What the hell just happened? What was pushing that door?
Well, you said who was pushing that door in the subtitles there, but whatever. Right, so we have to... I'm guessing then, by listening to the door, we can gather if it's safe to go through or not. That did not sound healthy. That door might need renewing. I'd get a contractor on that one. Okay. Okay, so I think I'll just avoid that door for now. Common sense tells me not to do that. What about this door? Is this door safe? Guessing so. Ooh. Okay. The stairs, you can go up it now. Scary. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I'll just pause in the game here for a second. That was creepy. Like, that was generally creepy. But the fact was like, what was trying to get through? It's like, well, there were some shadows and multiple hands there, Sophie. Definitely some sort of entity that doesn't exist in real life. I'm just saying. You know? But hey ho. Right, is there anything we need to do? I mean, what have we got inventory wise? We've got a key, the haiku, matchbox, bottom half, screwdrivers. Do I need the screwdriver for anything down here? I don't think so. Alright, fine. Well, let's go and have a look at the stairs. We'll have to call this video quits in a bit anyway, because I'm running out of time. I've got to go to bed. But I am fascinated. This is a really interesting horror game. I'd love to play more of it, make an LP of it, but like I said, my laptop just cannot handle it. That it being glitchy, what have you. But I'm fascinated by this. They removed a painting from the mark on the wall. I don't think they took it down long ago. Okay. Well, there's one on the floor. We can just pick that up instead. A portrait from 1634. I'm not familiar with the artist or the subject. Yeah, it's a good painting. I mean, they knew what they were doing. The streets are so calm. Flies are on the lights. My car... No, Daniel's car is still out there. I'm glad that is the case. Good. Well, the streets are calm, but not in this house. Perhaps we should just leave? Could we just leave? I want to listen through this door. It sounds pretty safe to me, but that's based on previous experience. Okay, let's go through. God fucking... Well, hang on, I've got a master key. Can I use that instead? Yeah. Let's do it then. Oh, let's actually... No, I want to double check the door because I put the key in it. Because, I mean, that could have changed things. Might have hurt the door's feelings. You know, putting something in the door's hole. I mean, if you put anything in any hole, you've got to have consent, bro. Otherwise, it's rape. And we don't want that. Nope, door's fine with that. Okay, in we go. Ooh. Oh, for God's sake, not again. Ooh, there's some weird shadowy thing. Oh, it's a plug socket.
That room looks really dark.
Well, we won't go in there then, Sophie. A miniature caravel, just lovely and full of detail. There's a book open on the table. It's in Russian or some similar design language. Okay, fine. I'm guessing it's going to have some sort of thing. Okay, I'm going to listen, but I'm guessing this is going to cause... That does not sound healthy. Okay, let's just ignore that door for now, shall we? The switch must turn on the light in the bedroom, but there's no electricity right now. Okay, so I'm guessing we need to turn the electricity on before we go in there. That's fine. Alright, well you stay dark and evil there, door. Well, we'll just ignore you for now. I'm just gonna leave it. I just think that makes sense, really. So we gotta find the electricity then. But that would be in the basement though, surely, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm just saying. What's that on the chair? Oh, something on the chair. Black and white photo, an image of Catherine, Hush's wife, with their children, Julie and Sol. Well, it's a bit late now, isn't it? Do not look at this photo. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that's a scary thing. Oh, that made me jumpy. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. I like that. That scared me. That was cool. The Golden Bonfire by Husher looks like a real page turner. Okay, that was cool. I like that. That was a good jump scare. I liked that. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this door then. Anything? Okay. Okay, look at that. It's the bathroom. Okie dokes. There are all sorts of toiletries here, most still sealed. What does it say? Mirror's rather dusty. Yeah, my heart's beating for some reason. Why's my heart beating? Ooh, what's that? No, there's a thing. I want it to. Oh, for God's sake, look, there's a thing. What's that say? Yeah, okay, the mirror's rather dusty, but what's that? A dishcloth, a dirty dishcloth. Oh, wow, when you move it around it. Oh, that's so cool. Even dry, it smells like a cesspool. They've cleaned up a lot of filthy water with this thing. Oh, we'll just keep it. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Scary. Okay. Okay, right, so do I use it on the mirror then? I guess not.
Yes.
Okay. Intriguing. Okay, so we've got a dirty dishcloth for whatever reason. Well, that photo scare was good. That properly has made me nervous now. I will admit that's a pretty damn cool there. Oh shit. That door's fucked up. Look at that, it's got black shit on it. I'd just leave that door. I'd just go home at this point. Figurines amassed from faraway places. If I had the time, I'd travel like I used to. Let's see if I can convince Amelia or Bernard. Ooh, is that your secret levels? Wow. Sophie, you are very open-minded, shall we say. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh god, this house is massive. No, 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 Sophie, don't! Sophie, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Sophie. I did not mean to do that. I guess it's safe because nothing bad's happening from it, but whatever's. I'm gonna listen to this door. That seems fine to me. From 1883 and 1790, having such fine pieces strewn about the floor is quite rich, I suppose. Paintbrushes, acrylic paints, and poorly sealed bottles. Whatever was inside has stained all the shelves. Okay, there's a white thing there. I don't know what's going on there. Why is there a white thing there on the ground? A graphical glitch? Probably. No, not that there's anything bad. Well, maybe it is. The marks on the floor must be related to that trap door somehow. Oh. Okay. I haven't got anything. Oh, maybe just a screwdriver. That would do no good whatsoever. Okay. I will admit, this atmosphere in this game is so creepy. I am actually generally quite creeped out now. That photo jump scare, and I've said it before, but I'm saying it again. That was a damn good jump scare. That was. Don't look at this photo. Ah! Very cool. Right. Oh. Okay. Oh, I love the sound of a ticking clock. I really do. A remote control. A standard garage door remote control. The buttons seem a bit worn down.
Huh.
This remote control must be for some door or device. I love the fact when you move it about, it's got proper physics. Like the keychain rattles around it, it hits the item and makes noises. That's so cool. Okay, I've got that then for some bizarre reason. Lovely armchair and surrounded by books. I wouldn't mind sitting down to page through a few. Well, considering what's happened to you so far, we've had the door try and attack us and a jump scare photo. Not sure this is the time. Keep that table in mind if you need a spot to hide. I don't like the sound of that. That sounds bad. Reference books of all sorts. Medicine, physics, psychology. There are some on art which I own too. Okay. An impressionist landscape from 1905. Evocative. One of the loveliest I've seen in the house. Is it? Looks like a painting to me, but then again, low graphic settings. What would I know? Mainly African masks. Some are Indian, though it's not my field of expertise. A filing cabinet with contacts. We have several in the gallery, but ours are from this century. Right, time to... Oh, I can't listen to that door. Why can't I listen to that door? Oh. There's something jammed in the lock. I believe it's a broken key. Ah, well, fortunately, I have the other half of a key. The broken piece in the ring seems to match the shaft stuck in the keyhole. Could I glue them together somehow? Yeah. Oh. What was that? What was that? Oh, the radio. There's a radio there. I was like, oh, was that the game glitching out or something? Have I got any glue? Not really, no. Intriguing. Right, well, you know what? I'm going to call that a video for now. Because I am generally frightened, and B, I've run out of time, sadly. So, that is a taster of a song of horror. If you liked what you saw or seen, check out the game for yourself. Or watch a Let's Player, not me that is, play the game. However, if you don't mind the low graphic settings, if you don't mind, you know, the slow pace that I take these games at, and you don't mind me being a complete crybaby, if you want me to carry on playing this game, let me know in the comments section and I'll think about it. But other than that, this may very well be a one-off. Remember, I've still got Deponia to play, I've got Tales of Berseria to finish, I've got World of Horror to carry on with for a bit, and then there's another game that Yomi, one of my long-time fan and patron supporter, has gifted me that I would also like to play on this channel if it works. But either way, this game is proper scary. Like, I am genuinely frightened. But I would love to see more of it. But either way, I will happily see more of it as a Let's Play. I'll play it at my own time. But just let me know what you think. But until next time, be it in this video, of this LP, it's not really an LP, be it of this game or others, I say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all well. Take it easy, have a good one, stay safe in these troubled times, and I hope to see you in another video. And in the next video, obviously, it'll be the stuff we're playing at the moment. But until then, bye for now. And seriously, don't look at that photo. You know the one I'm talking about. Just don't look at it. Just don't.